surprised. My nephew entered unexpectedly while I was engaged with my. It was one of those days that felt like they would never end, where time drifted slowly, and the afternoon sun poured in through the window, bathing our snug little home in a warm golden light. My nephew Asher had been staying with me for a while, and on that particular day he had gone out to get groceries, leaving me alone to savor the peace of the house. That I treasured these moments of solitude. They offered me the chance to collect my reflections, engage in my cherished activities, and just take a moment to inhale deeply. Yet on that day a sudden surge of yearning welled up inside me, rousing feelings that had remained inactive for a considerable period. And I roamed through the house, in search of inspiration, and ended up in our bedroom, a place filled with memories. I perched on the edge of the bed, a gentle wave of relaxation enveloping me, as my thoughts meandered toward the realm of intimacy. As I sat there, my heart started to race with a thrilling anticipation. I closed my eyes, allowing my fingers to softly glide over the shapes and lines of my body. A wave of warmth surrounded me, and I yielded to the moment, letting my imagination roam unrestrained. My mind wandered to fervent evenings, and I caught myself reflecting on Asher, his hands on me, the way he would gaze at me with such longing. In that serene personal moment, I permitted myself to embrace those thoughts, to sense my own longing intensify. Engrossed in my thoughts, I failed to notice the door slowly opening. The echo of Asher's footsteps in the hallway caught me off guard. Yet it was already too late to halt my actions. I heard him call out, "And I'm back." Just as a wave of delight washed over me, my heart raced, caught between the excitement of being found and the intensity of the moment. I ought to have put an end to it. I was aware of that. Yet, the emotions overwhelmed me, and I continued forward, eager to relish the sensations that surrounded me. Suddenly, the door swung open, revealing Asher, grocery bags in hand. I attempted to articulate my thoughts, yet the words eluded me. The quiet lingered around us, infused with a blend of astonishment and an unnameable feeling, something charged with energy. He remained still, and I was uncertain whether to shield myself or to welcome the closeness of the moment. Asher's expression transformed from disbelief to a flicker of intrigue. The vulnerability in my eyes appeared to spark something deep within him. "I didn't mean to interrupt," he finally said, his voice low and slightly breathless. "I just returned to pick up something before we prepare dinner." A wave of warmth surged within me as I grasped that this moment might take us on a journey neither of us had foreseen. My embarrassment faded, giving way to a powerful urge to connect. "Perhaps you might consider joining me," I proposed gently, my voice just above a murmur, feeling out the situation. I observed a blend of astonishment and curiosity dance across his features. For a brief instant, he paused, and I could perceive the gears shifting in his thoughts. This was a discussion we had never engaged in before, yet the connection between us had always been unmistakable. Asher moved in, placing the grocery bags on the floor, his gaze locked onto mine. "Are you sure?" he asked, his voice low, tinged with a blend of longing and worry. I nodded, my heart racing at the thought of sharing this personal moment with him. I longed to welcome him into my realm, to set forth on a voyage of exploration, delving into the depths of our shared desires. Gently, he drew closer, kneeling beside the bed. His expression softened as he absorbed the scene before him. The vulnerability that once left me feeling exposed has now evolved into a shared, intimate experience. I could see the desire in his gaze, a mirror of the yearning that had been growing between us over time. "I've always wanted to delve into this aspect of you," he confessed, his voice scarcely rising above a whisper. The atmosphere buzzed with an undeniable energy as he extended his hand to gently touch my arm. His touch sparked every nerve ending in my body, sending ripples of warmth and anticipation coursing through me. I leaned into him, enveloped by a deep sense of comfort and safety, even amidst the initial awkwardness of the situation. He softly drew me nearer, his hands tracing the contours of my body with a delicacy that set my heart racing. We started to uncover the essence of one another, peeling away the layers of monotony that had muted our bond through the years. In that moment, as our lips met, I experienced a profound sense of vitality, the surroundings dissolving into nothingness. Each touch, each caress resonated deeply, as though we were unwrapping the layers of time to uncover the fervor that had quietly lingered beneath the surface. our kisses deepened, infused with longing and desire, each one rekindling the spark that had united us from the very beginning. A wave of warmth washed over me as he placed soft kisses along my neck, igniting shivers throughout my body. "You're stunning," he murmured softly against my skin, his breath warm and enticing. With every passing moment, the room brimmed with a closeness that I had yearned for. We delved into one another gradually, relishing the bond that was equally exhilarating and gentle. I became enveloped in the feeling of his hands exploring my body, following the familiar lines he had learned over time, yet still uncovering fresh delights with every touch. Every gasp, every sigh drew us nearer, a testament to the connection we were reigniting. As the minutes elongated into an endless expanse, we discovered ourselves adrift in a realm of our own creation. Our laughter intertwined with whispers, and with every fleeting moment, our hearts pulsed in harmony. It seemed as though we were both coming alive, discarding the doubts and routines that had held us back from truly connecting. In that intimate space, I felt treasured, wanted, and completely vibrant. As our breaths intertwined and our kisses deepened, I felt the unmistakable connection that signaled we were both prepared to embark on the next chapter together. "I long to delve into every facet of existence alongside you," I murmured. Gazing into his eyes, seeking affirmation, he nodded, his face a blend of longing and resolve, and I understood that this was merely the start of our adventure in reconnecting with one another. In that instant, we released the barriers that had separated us for far too long. It felt like we were two souls brought together after years apart, eager to explore the depths of our desires. Asher's hand settled on my waist, drawing me nearer as our bodies began to sway in perfect harmony. The warmth of his skin against mine sparked a flame inside me, and I yielded to the sensations that surrounded us. As we delved into the depths of our newfound closeness, the air was alive with laughter and soft whispers. Intertwining the strands of our bond, every kiss, every touch transformed into a vow to treasure, to discover, and to sustain the fire of our love aglow. The world beyond faded away, and nothing else held significance but the love we embraced. In unison we welcomed the moment, aware that what started as a solitary afternoon had evolved into a deep journey of rediscovery. This journey brimmed with fervor, closeness, and a revival of the affection that had eternally lingered, yearning to be unleashed. As we melted into each other, the world outside our bedroom vanished completely. With every gentle caress and every tender kiss, I sensed the barriers we had constructed around our hearts dissolving into nothingness. Each brush of skin against skin stirred memories of passion and desire that we had long since buried. Asher's hands explored my body with an unrestrained passion, awakening a flame inside me that I hadn't known had been lying in wait for so long. The tension between us intensified, turning soft kisses into passionate embraces. Our bodies intertwined, as though they were fated to converge in this manner. The pulse of desire surged between us, a rhythm in sync with the pounding of our hearts, resonating in the quiet of the room. "Tell me what you want," he murmured, his breath warm against my ear, sending shivers down my spine. The fervor in his voice quickened my heartbeat even more that I gazed into his eyes, which reflected a blend of yearning and devotion that I longed to experience it all alongside you, I admitted, my voice heavy with longing. In that instant, a surge of strength enveloped me that I had made the bold decision to welcome him in, to fully embrace our connection. And now I yearned for even deeper closeness. It felt as though the cosmos had orchestrated our journey to this moment, allowing our love to flourish once more, free from uncertainty or monotony. In that moment he seized my lips. Once more, as we became entwined in one another, we discovered a revitalized bond that was both thrilling and daunting simultaneously. Our movements grew increasingly urgent, fueled by a deep-seated need to close the distance that had developed between us over the years. The atmosphere grew heavy with intensity, our breaths intertwining as we delved into the intricacies of one another's spirits. Every kiss held a promise, every touch declared our love, and with each passing moment, we crafted a tapestry of intimacy that united us. We had transcended the roles of mere husband and wife. We were lovers, reigniting the flame that had eternally flickered between us. In that intensity, we discovered a deep sense of belonging, a conviction that this was precisely where we were destined to be.